another one. Oh, it's just you. Well, who likes to hear funny noises at night? You could have been a werewolf.
What would a werewolf do with you?
Just what he'd do to anyone else. Isn't it kind of funny what's happening in school?
What's funny about it?
Don't act like you can come home every night.
Maybe I can from now on. Maybe I'm never going back.
Am I going back? I don't want to stay home.
What do you get to know?
Nothing. I'll just ask my mother.
You give me a free TL if I tell you.
All right. Lois Fishers will tell him that you're very smart.
That's an old one. I won't take it.
You've got to. Nope, you don't know anyway.
I know what I've heard. I know. My grandma phoned your mother in New York $5.85 to come and get you bread and lettuce. We're just going to spend the night here. I wish Evelyn and Mom could come instead of you.
Well, what's going on? Leslie, Catherine, Peggy, they were all leaving tonight too. Do you think there's a secret case of the measles or something?
No.
Well, do you know what it is? How'd you find out? You're always pretending you know everything, but you're just lying. Don't bother telling me. I have no concern with your silly secrets. None whatsoever. What'd you say?
Oh. But suppose I may have said that you were in on it.
In on what?
The secret. Suppose I just may have said that you were the one who told me.
Why, Mary Tilford, I didn't tell you any such thing. Did you tell your grandmother?
Maybe.
Well, I'm going right up to her and telling her I didn't tell you anything. Whatever it is. You're just trying to get me in trouble, and I'm not going to let you.
Wait a minute, I'll come with you.
What for?
I want to tell her about Helen Burton's bracelet.
What about it?
Just that you stole it.
Why, I didn't do any such thing. You're making it up. You're always making things up.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Call me a liar, Rosalie Wells. That's a kind of dare, and I won't take a dare. Guess I'll go tell my grandma anyway. And then she can call the police, and they'll come for you, and you'll get tried in court, and you'll go to one of those prisons, and you'll get older and older, and when you're good and old, they'll let you out. But your mother and father will be dead, and you won't have any place to go, and you'll beg on the streets.
I didn't steal anything. I borrowed that bracelet, and I meant to give it back as soon as I'd worn it to the movies.
Nobody will believe that, least of all the police. You're just a common, ordinary thief.
You won't tell?
Am I a liar?
No.
I said, I apologize, or I can't believe it.
I apologize. I apologize on my hands and knees. I still think it's a puzzle.
Wait a minute. Now say, Rosalie Wells, and the vassal of Mary Tilford, and will do and say whatever she tells me, under the solemn oath of the knight.
I won't say that. That's the worst oath there is.
Will you swear it?
But then you can make me do anything.
Say it quick, or
I, Rosalie Welsh, am the vassal of Mary Tilford, and will do and say whatever she says under the solemn oath of the knight. Don't forget it. Good evening, Rosalie. You're looking very well. Evening, Tilford.
she's getting fatter every day.
Then it's very becoming. That must be Joseph.
Mary, take Rosalie into the library.
There's some fruit and milk on the table for you girls. Be fast asleep by 10:30.
Come on, Rosalie. Grandma!
Yes.
Grandma, Cousin Joel said wasn't really sick. He'll say that I was just pretending.
Hello.
Hello, Joseph. How are you?
Mary home?
Lizzie?
Please. Headaches again?
No,
What's the matter with your hands?
nothing. How have you been, Joseph?
Fine.
I see the past few weeks, Agatha misses you for Sunday night dinners.
I've been busy. We're getting the results from the mating season right about now.
Did I take you away from a patient?
No, I was at the hospital. I told you that.
How is the hospital? How's it getting on?
Just the same. Not enough money, badly equipped, everybody growling at everybody else. Amelia, you didn't bring me here to talk about the hospital. What's the matter with you?
I have something to tell you.
Well, out with it. Yes?
It's a very hard thing to say, Joseph.
Hard for you to say to me? Don't be worried about Mary. I guess she ran home to tell you about her friend. It was caused by nothing but bad temper and was clumsily managed. That. Amelia, she's a terribly spoiled child.
I heard about Mary's fainting. That's not what's worrying me.
You're in trouble, Amelia.
Yes,
We all are in trouble, bad trouble.
We? Me, you mean? Nothing's the matter with me.
When did you last see Karen?
Today, this afternoon.
Not since 7 o'clock.
What's happened since 7 o'clock?
Joseph, you've been engaged to Karen for a long time now. Are your plans any more definite than they were a year ago?
You can buy the wedding present. We'll be married in this room the way you and I planned it long before we knew the girl.
I suddenly decided to make them more definite.
It's always been definite. You know very well that up to the last year, I've been paying back the money I borrowed from medical school, and you know all that. Now I'm all right, school's back up on its feet, and there's even enough money to support Miss Mortar someplace else, and Martha will be better off. And so...
I heard about how they're putting Mrs. Mortar out.
Putting her out? It's about time. But the promise that a good niece will support you for the rest of your life is a mighty nice way of being put out.
Don't you think it's odd that they want so very much to get rid of that silly woman? She's harmless enough.
You don't know what you're talking about, Amelia. You've never been around her. Sorry. She is not a harmless woman. Lily Mortar is a nasty, tiresome, spoiled old bitch. And if you're feeling sorry for her, you're wasting your time. Now, it's not like you to waste your time or to waste mine. What did you call me here for?
You must not marry Karen.
Why must I not marry Karen? What are you talking about? Why must I not marry Karen?
Because there's something wrong with Karen, something horrible.
And there's something very wrong with you for thinking you can speak this way to me.
I know what I'm talking about.
Mrs. Tilford? Agatha, is she in?
Who is that?
Yes, ma'am, come on in.
I won't have her here.
What are you talking about?
I won't have her here.
What happened, Joe? It's a joke, Joe. We've come to find out what you've been doing.
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know. What did she do it for?
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
You shouldn't have come here.
I tried to reach you. I tried and tried. Hasn't she told you?
Nobody's told me anything. I haven't heard anything but wild talk. What is it, Karen? What's happened, Martha?
An insane asylum has been set loose. How do we know what's happened?
What was it?
We didn't know. Nobody would talk to us. Nobody would tell us anything.
Stop it. Tell me what's happened.
See if you can make any sense out of it. At dinner time, I get a call from Mrs. Munn saying that Evelyn's things should be packed up. Then, at 7:30, I get a call from Mrs. Burton saying that Helen should wait outside while her things get packed up because she didn't want her to be in a place like ours. 5 minutes later, I got a call from Mrs. Wells saying that Rosalie will come here to be picked up. Most of the girls are upstairs waiting for their parents now.
Why? Why?
It was a madhouse. People rushing in and out, children being pushed into cars, Karen and I begging people to tell us what was happening, and no one would tell us.
And Mrs. Rogers finally told us
What?
that Martha and I had been lovers.
Mrs. Tilford told them.
Did you tell them that?
Yes.
Are you sick? Are you a sick woman?
You know I'm not sick.
Then what did you do it for?
Because it's true.
You think it's true then? Crazy, crazy, crazy old woman. You mean you knew what you were saying? You told people that much?
I knew what I was saying. I don't think you should have come here.
Damned, vicious,
I
evil.
shall not call you names. I will not allow you to call me names. You shouldn't have come here.
I don't trust myself to talk about it with you now or ever.
What is she trying to do to us? What does she mean, Joe?
For being pushed around by a crazy woman. That's an awful thing. And we're standing here letting it happen. You knew we would come here. Did you expect us all to sit down while you picked up a gun and looked for somebody to kill?
This can't do us any good, Miss Dobie.
This can't do us any good. We're real people's lives you're playing with, not paper dolls. Can you understand that?
I understand that, and I understand a lot more. You've been playing with a lot of children's lives, and that's why I stopped you.
I know how serious this is for you, how serious this is for all of us.
I don't think you do know. I don't think so.
I wanted to avoid this meeting because it can't do us any good. You came here to find out if I had made the charge. You found out. Let's end it there. I don't want you in this house. I'm sorry this had to be done to you, Joseph.
Don't talk to me like that, Amelia, please.
Very well. There's nothing I need to do. There's nothing I want to do. There's nothing anybody can do.
You have done a terrible thing.
I have done what had to be done. What they are may possibly be their own business, but it becomes a great deal more than that when children are
It's not
concerned.
true! Not a word of it is true. Can you understand that?
There won't be any punishment for you, but there mustn't be any punishment for me either, and that's what this meeting is. This thing is your own. Go away with it. I don't understand it, and I don't want any part of it. Take it out of here.
So you think we should leave?
I think that's best for you.
There must be something we can do to you, and we must find it.
That will be very unwise.
Do you know what's wise? You are an irresponsible old woman, that is all.
There isn't a single word of truth in anything you've said. Damn you.
They have worked 8 long years to save enough money to buy that farm, to start that school. They have done without everything that young people ought to have. You wouldn't know anything about that. That school meant things to them. Self-respect, bread and butter, and honest work. Do you know what it is to work so hard for anything? Well, now it's gone. What the hell did you do it for?
It had to be done.
Righteousness is a great thing.
I know how you must feel about me, Joseph.
You don't know anything about how I feel.
I've loved you as one of my own boys. I wouldn't spare them. I couldn't spare you.
I believe you.
There must be something we can do to you, and we must find it. You say you don't want a part, but you'll get a part. Are you willing to stand by everything that you've said tonight, Miss Tilford?
Yes.
All right, fine. But don't be prepared to keep this little lie to yourself. We'll make you shriek it. Shriek it to the town of Lancet if we have to. We'll make you do it in a courtroom. Tomorrow, Miss Tilford, you will have a libel suit on your hands.
Miss Snowy, don't do that.
It's your turn to be frightened.
It's you I'm thinking of. I'm frightened for you. It was wrong of you to brazen it out here tonight. It would be criminally foolish of you to brazen it out in public. That can bring you nothing but pain. I am an old woman, Miss Doty, and I have seen too many people act in pride and anger. In the end, they punish themselves.
We'll do it our own way.
So, you took a child's word for it.
Yes, that's what she did.
Is that really where you got it? Why, it couldn't be. She's a child.
She's not a child.
Oh my God. It all fits so well. Now that child has hated us for the longest time, and we could never figure out why. There never seemed to be any reason.
There isn't any reason. She hates everybody and everything.
Your Mary is a strange girl. A dark girl. There's something awful the matter with her.
I was waiting for you to say that, Miss Wright.
I'm telling you the truth. I should have told you long ago.
Where is she?
You cannot see her.
Where is she?
I won't have that, Joseph.
I want to see Mary. I want to see all of them.
I won't have Mary go through with that again. You came here demanding explanations of me. It was I who should have asked them from you. You attacked me. You attacked Mary. I told you I didn't mean you any harm. I still don't. You claim that it isn't true. It may be natural that you should say such things, but I know that it is true. No matter what you say, you know I wouldn't have acted until I was sure. All I wanted was to get those children away. That has been done. There will be nothing else, and there won't be any more talk about it or about you. I'll see to that. You've been in this house long enough. Get out.
Let's go home.
I want to see Mary and the girls. I'm going to see them, and you know that I'm not going to leave this house until I do. I've been your friend. You owe me something. Where is she?
Agatha, will you please get Mary and the girls? It's all right, girls. Come in. Well, there's a seat for you over there. It'll be all right here.
Mary, come here. Everybody lies, all the time. Sometimes they have to, sometimes they don't. I've lied myself for a lot of different reasons, but there was never a time when, if I'd been given a second chance, I wouldn't have taken back the lie and told the truth. You're lucky if you ever get that chance. I'm telling you this because I'm about to ask you a question. Before you answer the question, I want to tell you that if you've made a mistake, you must take this chance and say so. You won't be punished for it. Did you get all that?
Yes, Cousin Joe.
All right. Were you telling your grandmother the truth this afternoon? The exact truth about Miss Wright and Miss Dobie?
Oh, yes.
All right, Mary, that was your chance. You passed it up. Now let's find out things.
She's told you, Joseph. That will be all.
No. Will you answer some more questions, Mary?
Yes, Cousin Joe.
Oh, stop that sick, sweet tone of voice.
Why don't you like Miss Dobie and Miss Wright?
Oh, I do like them. They just don't like me. They never have liked me.
How do you know?
They're always picking on me. They're always punishing me for everything that happens. No matter what happens, it's always me.
Why do you think they do that?
Because they... Grandma...
All right. Did you get punished today?
Yes. It's just because Peggy and Evelyn hurt them, and then they took it out on me.
That's a lie.
Shh. Heard what, Mary?
Mrs. Warner told Miss Dobie that there was something funny about her. She said that she had a funny feeling about Miss Wright, and Mrs. Warner said that was unnatural.
That is not the reason they got punished. My aunt is a stupid woman, Mary. And she said it was unpleasant. It was said to annoy, but there was nothing more than that.
And Cousin Joe, she said that every time you came to the school, Miss Dobie got jealous, and that she didn't want you to get
She
married.
said that too.
This child is taking little things, little family things, and turning them.
Where did you learn so much in so little time?
What did you think Mrs. Mortar meant by all that talk, Mary?
Stop it, Joseph.
I don't know, but it was always kind of funny. And she always said things like that. And all the girls would talk about it when Miss Dobie would visit Miss Wright late at night.
And we work late at night, and sometimes we read late at night, and sometimes we go to the movies late at night, and sometimes we drink tea late at night. Things we are all guilty of, Mrs. Pilford.
And Cousin Joe, there were always funny sounds, and we would stay up and listen because we couldn't help hearing, and I get frightened because the sounds were...
Be still. No, you don't want her still now. What the sounds like?
I don't know, they were just sounds.
What did you think they were? Why did they frighten you?
I don't know.
She doesn't know.
But I've seen things too. And one night, there was so much noise that I thought somebody was sick or something, and I leaned and I looked through the keyhole, and they were kissing and saying things, and I got frightened.
That child is sick. Ask her how she could see us again.
How could you see Miss Wright, Miss Dobie?
Tell him what you whispered to me.
It was at night, and I was leaning by the keyhole.
There is no keyhole on my door.
What?
There is no keyhole on my door.
It wasn't her room, Grandma. It was the other room. I saw them through the keyhole in Miss Dobie's room.
Mary, I share a room with my aunt, who's on the first floor at the front of the house. Mary's room is upstairs on the other side of the house. There is no way that child could have heard it. Come and see it for yourself.
Mary, what is this? Why did you say you saw through a keyhole?
Everybody's yelling at me. I don't know what I'm saying with everybody mixing me all up. I did see it. I did see it.
What did you see? Where did you see it? I want the truth now, the truth, whatever it is.
We can go home. We're finished here.
Stop crying, Mary. What is the truth?
It was Rosalie who shot him. I just said it was me so I wouldn't have to tell on Rosalie. It was Rosalie, Grandma. She said that she knew all about it and she'd read about it in a book and she knew everything.
Oh my.
You ask Rosalie. You just ask Rosalie. She'll tell you. We used to talk about it all the time. That's the truth. That's the honest truth. I was just trying to save Rosalie and everybody. Just
Please wait a minute. Rosalie,
Amelia, you deserve whatever you get.
I don't know. Maybe I do deserve it. Rosalie, I'm sorry for keeping you up so late. You must be tired. Mary says there's been a lot of talk in school lately about Miss Wright and Miss Dobie. Is that true?
I don't know.
That things have been said amongst the girls.
What things? I never said anything.
What was the talk about, Rosalie?
Don't be frightened. mean, I'm not very good at algebra, and sometimes help helps me.
That's not what I meant. She says that one time late at night when the door was open, you saw Miss Dobie and myself kissing each other in the way that women don't usually kiss one another.
I never saw that. Mary's always making things up about me and everybody else. I couldn't even think of something like that.
Yes, you did, Rosalie. You were just trying to get out of it. I remember when you said it. I remember because it was the day that Helen Burton bracelet was.
Never.
It was the day that Helen Burton's bracelet was stolen, and nobody knew who did it. And
Rosalie,
she said that if her mother ever found out, she'd have the thief put in jail right away.
Rosalie, there is no need to cry. You must help us by telling the truth. Why? What's the matter, Rosalie?
Grandma, there's something I've got
Yes!
to tell you.
Yes! I told Mary! What Mary said was right. I said it!
Intermission part 2.